Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. A little bit different tonight. For the last little while, I'll be mostly doing my beer club and whatnot. However, this one I got from a buddy of mine, and I've said it several times at the beer club. I get basically a dozen beer a month. It's 6 different beers, 2 of each. So I went halves with my buddy Jamie. So I went to deliver his beer from last month, and he gave me this bad boy. So it's a double chocolate cranberry stout winter beer. I think Jamie has had this for a while because these beers are meant for aging. They're higher alcohol content, a lot of triples, barley wine where they're higher alcohol, you can't age them. So he's had this one for a while. I'm not quite sure how long, but he told me it was pretty well good to go. It's Muskoka Brewery out of Ontario, Bracebridge, and there's quite a bit on the box, so I'll read what's here. It says, guide for aging beer. Store the product upright in a cool area and away from direct sunlight. Ideal temperature for this beer is between 10 and 13 degrees. So I haven't had this in the fridge. I actually had it under my stairwell. I have a couple beers that's aging, so it's a little bit cooler. It's not warm. It says, because this beer can be further aged, you may want to consider picking up 2 bottles, one to enjoy now and the other to enjoy down the road. This way you can compare how the flavor changes and develops. You know you want to raid your cellar, be patient. This one I only have one, so I'm not quite sure what the initial one was. I actually have 2 beers aging now. One's a barley wine that was given to me, and I believe that's about 6 or 7 years old, and wait until it hits a 10-year mark. I think that's Thor's Hammer. And the other one's a triple, a local brewery, I believe out of Labrador. I got there a couple months ago, and that time I did buy 2, and I've already done a review on one, so the other one I'll wait a couple of years. So what else for this one? It says double chocolate cranberry stout. What could be more reminiscent of a frigid northern winter than an insulating beard and a warming Muskoka seasonal brew? Our double chocolate cranberry stout is rich with roasted chocolate malts, real cocoa, dark chocolate, and local harvested cranberries. Winter beard was brewed with slightly higher alcohol content to allow for aging and cellaring. Result is a special winter brew full of character, wisdom, and experience. They actually had a thing here that says package on, but it's nothing there. I don't know if they never stamped it or it just wore away. So, here's the beer itself. Once again, 8% alcohol. Strong beer flavored with chocolate and cranberry. As I said, it is a stout. It looks like maybe possible date stamp, and that's gone too. And pretty well what I already read. And that's about it. So I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm going to give my glass a quick cold water rinse. That's per usual. We'll crack open this bad boy and we'll see what we got. I do like stouts. I wouldn't say they're my favorite beer. For me, it's one of those things, a time and place. And, alright. So it's a stout, so obviously it's going to be dark. Everybody's familiar with Guinness. That's probably the most popular stout around. Alright, and I've had some stouts. Stouts are normally chocolatey, coffee, espresso flavoring, so this one's double chocolate. I had one, it was smoked, and it kind of reminded me like a dirty ashtray, so that's probably my least favorite stout to date. Ooh. Definitely higher alcohol content. You sniff it, and believe it or not, you can actually tell that's a higher alcohol content. And I am getting something sweet there, which I assume would be the cranberries. How does it taste? The higher alcohol content, I can definitely taste it. Now, I'm a beer drinker. I'm not really a liquor drinker. So a lot of times I find the higher alcohol content, I can definitely taste the higher alcohol. I am getting a little bit of a coffee / chocolate flavor there. And a little bit of something else, kind of a little bit of sweetness, which I believe would be the cranberries. Interesting. I don't know what to think of this one offhand. Pretty well, probably a liter beer here. 750 mils, so 3/4 of a liter. I don't think it would ever be my go-to stout. Kind of reminds me of a few Christmas ales I've had in the past. Rating wise, not quite sure where to go rating wise. My ratings are always out of 5. A 1's a drain pour, don't like it, can't finish it. A 2 is, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer, a 4 would be a very good beer, and a 5 would be the best beer ever. Where does this one sit? I don't really know offhand. I would say the lowest would be a 2. The highest might be a 3 or 3.5. I know I'm going to finish it. However, it is probably the equivalent of probably 2 beers. So it might take a while. I do generally like my beer cold. Like I said, I kept this one a little bit cooler or a little bit warmer than refrigeration temperature, or 4 degrees, as per instructed on the box. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I think I'm going to give this one a 3.0. Means it's a good beer. Because it is, it's definitely tasty, a lot of flavor to it. Personally, I'd like a little bit more carbonization to it, maybe. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go a little bit lower than a 3. A 3 is a good beer. For me, it's not quite there. So with that being said, I think I'm going to give it a 2.5. Now again, a 2.5, a 2 is not a big fan, but I'll finish it. I know I'm definitely going to finish it. And a 3 is a good beer. I'm not quite there for a good beer, so that's a 2.5. I think if you're a stout lover, you might enjoy it a little bit more than me. Or if you like the higher alcohol content beers, which I generally don't. So I think I'm going to stick with my 2.5. So you go, folks, for Muskoka's winter beer, their double chocolate cranberry stout, 2.5. Hopefully you can join me next day or two. We'll see what else we got in the fridge and go from there. Until next beer, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.